another wondrous sighting brought to you by the Wondrous One, PTV, and YouTube.
I hope that man suing Tyler Perry don't get a dime. And it's because
I'm going to continue the terminus joint and see if it doesn't lag out on me. So far, it's been a good run, so I'm trying to make sure it ends up being a great run, and I can upgrade these guns, and then I can go ahead and try Citadel do more and try to get to the boss fight. Because I told you, like, Citadel has been complicated for me, given the fact that, like, there's certain steps that I feel like get glitched out, like the lightning rod situation, you know, where it's just you get caught out there and you can just straight like be swinging your sword, waiting for that lightning to build up, and then a ton of zombies coming. If you jump off the ledge or you go too far away from the storm, it all starts all over again. But the horde doesn't disappear. So it is variables for me. It's little variables for me why it's hard for me sometimes to get Citadel. And it's unlike every other map, including Shattered Veil, there's so many steps to Citadel Del More. Even now, I can't remember them by heart. Like, I just can't. So what I usually do, I still play a directed mode to try to get my senses up on it. But directed mode, to me, is it's slowed because, like, I'm getting through the steps, right? But, like, if I breeze through them, I'm not strong enough to fight the boss. I got to sit there and keep going through the waves, which is fine. But then in that time, I lose my train of thought and I lose my memory of the steps or what have you. I watch videos of it. So it's like, my thing is, my biggest problem, honestly, is getting the steps done for the Raven Sword. That's one of the biggest problems I have. And that 6-code combo, hitting those stuff, you know, and then getting that puzzle fixed. Yeah, that joint is, I know how to get them now without wasting any time and getting those incantations or whatever. But it's still like, it's still very time consuming. Yeah, spending all that time trying to be able to get to the boss fight. You know what I mean? Like, in terminus, you got some steps. Shattered Veil has, now mind you, Shattered Veil does have steps, but every step is memorable. Even the one where you got to go into Aether Shroud and find those parts. There's only 3 parts you got to find. With Shattered Veil, you got to find like 6 symbols, and you can skip this step. But if you do it and you do something wrong, you have to do the steps again. Like, you still have to use the macchiato, the melee macchiato, to punch the joint and go through all them steps. And then the incantations, and then you have to figure out which of the joints you have to do first. You know, it's just a bunch of stuff. And then that's why I like Citadel, but I don't like it. I don't like the unnecessary steps I feel you have to take. But it's a cool map. So that's, and plus, here's my thing. The Z-Rex and the Citadel de More boss fights are cool-ass boss fights. They're cool-ass boss fights. With Patient 13, there's not a lot of riffraff to get to that boss fight. It's all a matter of the little bugs during the game that isn't necessarily a fault of yours. Like, and some bugs that existed since the game started. Like, they just recently got rid of the wall buy bug that existed on Liberty and Terminus, where you can go for like a wall power. I thought maybe you just bought a gun off the wall would do it. No, what happens is if you do wall-to-wall clearance and wall power at the same time, it's a delay. It's only supposed to be like a split-second delay to calculate that you're only buying the gun for 10 essence, but because it was buggy, it would delay you for up to 5 seconds. And if you had a horde on you, you're dead. It happened to me every time. And then, like, you don't expect it. You don't expect it, and that's what happened. And they finally fixed that patch. They finally fixed it. And you can even still see that a split second happens before when you buy the gun off the wall in Terminus, right there in the cells. So yeah, it's still a thing, but it's not like it used to be. And like Liberty, oh my God, Liberty was so bad. I used to dev error. I would dev error, and I'll get completely kicked, and then I would have to like my hard drive. One time, my data was corrupted behind it, and I had to rebuild my hard drive. And then the saved data I had was gone because it was a saved run, and it glitched out like that. I couldn't understand. I didn't understand what happened. For 1 second. All right, give me a few minutes. I got an important phone call. I'll jump back on. I'm in the broadcast, but I'm going to jump back on when it's over. See you shortly.